Hello guys and welcome back to our channel. Are you ready to dive into worlds full of magic, adventure, and epic storytelling? Isekai anime has captured the hearts of fans everywhere, but some hidden gems deserve way more love. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 underrated isekai anime you absolutely need to watch. Get ready for forgotten classics, under-the-radar hits, and unique stories that'll transport you to another dimension. Whether you're a hardcore isekai fan or new to the genre, this list has something special for everyone. Let's jump right into it, starting with an anime you won't believe you missed. Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time. Takumi Aruma, who is not a hero, is mistakenly mixed in with a group of heroes who have been chosen to be summoned to another realm. As recompense for the misunderstanding, a deity grants him the ability to choose any skill he desires. He selects a seemingly uninteresting creation skill in the hopes of leading a serene and quiet existence free of wars and battles. However, it turns out that alchemy is his most powerful ability, allowing him to make everything from a holy sword to flying ships. This cheat skill he inadvertently got transforms him into a wealthy merchant and makes him unbeatable in fight. A joyful adventure tale about the, maybe, most powerful alchemist in another universe. The wrong way to use healing magic. Ken Usato, a regular high school student, wants for something extraordinary to happen in his unremarkable existence. Such an opportunity arises when he is taken to another universe with Kazuki Ryusen and Susan Inakami, two outstanding members of his school's student council. When they arrive in Linger Kingdom, the three are entrusted with preventing the Demon Lord's army from invading. However, there is a misunderstanding. Usato was summoned by accident and, unlike his two buddies, is not one of the heroes. Despite this sad realization, Usato discovers that he possesses a knack for the highly uncommon healing magic. This draws the notice of Rose, the imposing captain of the kingdom's rescue team, who kidnaps Usato and forces him to become a full-fledged healer. As he goes through tough training under Rose's supervision, Usato decides to become strong enough to protect his friends from the horrors of the world. I'm standing on a million lives. Yusuke Yotsuya has always detested Tokyo, but he particularly despises the people that reside there. He would prefer thrive in a virtual environment than try to connect with individuals around him. At the end of one school day, he notices the popular athlete Ayu Shinda conversing with Kujo Hakazaki, who is missing school due to illness. However, when he glances aside and then back, the two appear to have vanished. Just moments later, Yotsuya is in free fall, and the world around him begins to shift. Dropping into a vast pool of water, the first thing he notices when he regains consciousness is a slew of massive monsters. He soon discovers that Shindu and Hakazaki have transported him to a game world where he must finish a task within 14 days. One thing distinguishes this universe from the real world: everybody who dies will be revived in 30 seconds as long as one party member is alive. Yotsuya, Shindu, and Hakazaki strive to solve the secret of the baffling gaming world by completing a series of increasingly challenging objectives. So I'm a spider, so what? The day is as typical as it can be in high school, with kids going about their daily routines until an enormous disaster strikes the school, murdering everyone in its path. A small group of students are fortunate enough to be reincarnated into another world as aristocrats, princes, and other people with distinguished origins, thanks to what appears to be a miracle. One girl, however, is not as fortunate. After being resurrected as the weakest spider, she is instantly confronted with the difficulties of her predicament. Nonetheless, she must persevere in the face of multiple threats to her life. Discovering that her new world features an RPG-style structure, she does her best to seek prey and kill monsters in order to level up and progress. As she becomes stronger, she hopes that one day her efforts will be recognized, and she will be given a better life. Sonny Boy. 36 pupils and their school building are suddenly adrift in a void-like dimension. When some of them get magical abilities, they begin to feel detached from the group. Despite the student council's efforts to maintain order, they struggle with kids with extraordinary powers who defy their stringent control. This struggle teaches children that the world has its own set of rules, which they must follow in order to survive. After one of the students decides to take a risk, the school alters dimensions once more. While dealing with the unique obstacles and conditions that each globe brings, The kids must solve the enigmatic phenomenon and find their way home. Recreators. Humans have created innumerable universes, each one based on the creator's unique vision. Suda Mizushino, a high school student, aims to be a creative by writing and illustrating his own light book. One day, while watching anime for inspiration, he is briefly transported to a violent combat scene. When he returns to the actual world, he notices something is wrong. Silesia Upatilia, the anime's headstrong heroine, has somehow returned with him. Other fictitious characters soon come in the globe, bringing with them their homes, dreams, and scars. A royal knight, a magical maiden, a ferocious brawler, and many more now swarm Japan's streets. The most mysterious one, however, is a woman in full military garb known as Gunpei no Himejimi, who knows far more than she should about the creator's universe. Despite this, no one knows her real name or where she is from. Meanwhile, Suda and Silesia collaborate with Meteora Österreich, a calm and composed librarian NPC, to determine the purpose behind the abnormal events. With enormous forces at work, the once clear barrier between reality and imagination begins to blur, resulting in a fatal encounter between creators and those they created. The Faraway Paladin. After a life of stagnancy, Will awakens to the faces of a skeleton, a ghost, and a mummy. Living amid the ruins of a long-demolished city, the three raise Will as their own. The skeleton, Blood, teaches him how to fight. The ghost, Gus, teaches him magic, and the mummy, Mary, educates him about religion and duty. The most important thing they all teach him is love. Will grows up and learns about the society he was born into, preparing for the day when he must eventually go off on his own. For Will, this voyage holds a lifelong promise. Every adult is required to take an oath to their preferred deity at their coming-of-age ceremony, with the strength of the vow determining the degree of their sworn god's blessing. With his departure coming, Will must prepare to embrace the truth about his zombie guards and enter a world that even they are unaware of. Will discovers, however, that every oath must be kept, in some form or another. Tsukimaki Moonlit Fantasy. Makoto Masumi is transported to another world to meet the goddess, and become the hero, as part of a strange bargain made years ago between a goddess and his parents. However, the deity considers Makoto to be hideous, refusing to even look at him and revoking his heroic title. As atonement, the goddess sends Makoto to the darkest reaches of the wasteland, far from human civilization. Because of the difference between Earth and this new world, Makoto's latent physical and magical talents awaken, making him tremendously powerful. He meets a variety of demi-humans and legendary beings, all of whom are charmed by his characteristics and join Makoto in creating a new village where they may all live peacefully together. Despite his achievements, Makoto is still eager to meet other humans. In a world where the goddess herself has forbidden him from mingling with his kind, Makoto and his companions must fulfill his desire, and possibly improve society in the process. Campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill. Salaryman Tsuyoshi Makuta is accidentally summoned as a hero to the kingdom of Rige Seizure in another planet to aid in their defense against their adversaries. Makuta, suspicious of the royal family's actual intentions, is able to talk his way out of the predicament because to his non-combat skill online supermarket, which is considered useless. However, this power proves to be far from useless. Makuta uses this power to purchase food and utensils from Japan at a low cost, the majority of which are regarded luxuries in the rest of the globe. As Makuta uses his talent to create a storm, he attracts the attention of the fearsome mythical wolf Fell. The renowned beast quickly negotiates a deal to become Makuta's familiar, unable to resist the delectable cuisine. Makuta traverses the world with Fell by his side, earning his keep as an explorer and merchant while eating delicious food. Fate/Grand Order. In AD 2016, the Mage King Solomon destroyed the foundations of humanity. Chaldea, a covert wizards group dedicated to preserving humanity's future, predicted mankind's annihilation in 2015. Thus began Operation Grand Order, which aimed to rectify historical singularities produced by holy grails scattered across time and space. Chaldea's last master, Ritsuka Fujimaru, and his demi-servant Mash Kirilight, used Rayshift time travel technology to visit and resolve 6 singularities. They are now on their way to their most perilous destination yet, Mesopotamia, a civilization in the Age of Gods, BC 2655. Ritsuka and Mash quickly learn that demonic beasts wander the land, attacking people and towns. In the midst of chaos and terror, humanity's last line of defense is Uruk, a fortified city that serves as the front line in the struggle against the animals. The battlefront is led by none other than King Gilgamesh, the king of heroes, who requested assistance from heroic spirits and assumed the role of a mage to preserve his city. Ritsuka and Mash, along with Gilgamesh and the summoned servants, must defend Uruk from the magical monster's onslaught and destroy the Three Goddess Alliance, which seeks to wipe out humanity. All the while, a larger peril hovers above Uruk, ready for its waking. So these were the top 10 underrated isekai anime you absolutely need to watch. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell icon so that you don't miss any videos like this in the future. Keep sharing your thoughts with us down in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.